One thing my pops always told us is don't allow yourself to become bored. Now, I see a lot of people, they're bored. And when you're bored, my father would tell us, go and do something. If you're bored, build. If you're bored, grow. If you're bored, hit the gym. If you're bored, read. If you're bored, take risk. Because even though you'll fail and it probably brings some type of misery in your life, you will learn a great deal about yourself. You will learn how to then take risks. You will learn how to then grow. You will learn how to then stay focused. Because if you are bored and you don't push yourself to do something, you will fall into doing things that are not beneficial for your life. So the first thing I'm gonna bring up is YouTube. You got a lot of people in the comment section, I always bring up statistics. Statistics show 90% of people living paycheck to paycheck. Statistics show 90% of the population don't have $1,000 in their bank account. But you see people, millions of people in comment sections all across the platform on different channels expressing how things are not fair, expressing how, they're depressed, expressing how they don't feel good, they're out of shape, they're broke, they don't like their income, they don't like their job, they don't like school, they don't like this, they don't like that. And I pay attention to the core issue within it all, and I see that people are not comfortable taking risks. People are not comfortable doing things that they're not familiar with. Everybody likes to keep doing the same thing that they know they're good at. And they don't spend any time trying to do things that they're not familiar with, which ultimately will put them in a better position down the road so long as they stick with it and remain consistent and try to build some consistency so that they can build a skill set so they can become familiar with whatever it is that they're trying to pursue or whatever it is that they're indulging in at the moment. Or else the opposite would be they will remain bored and the only thing they will put their energy into is arguing in the comment section. If you're someone that's in the comment section, let's take my channel for instance. I see a lot of you guys, you support, you're great people. You're here, you're rocking with me, and I appreciate you for that. But it's always those idiots, those guys that know it all. If you knew so much, you'd be doing better than a lot of people. You'll be doing better than me. Now, I don't come on here and brag. But I know for a fact that the majority of people that are hating in all comment sections, it would benefit them if they did other things with their time than spend all their time in the comment sections. Because once you go down that rabbit hole, I learned this in psychology going to college, you start to find shit to continue to argue with and be mad at and voice an opinion. People start to think their comments is like success. That validation, that cheap ass dopamine that's released in their brain because the neurons haven't practiced anything other than being an idiot in the comment section. And then this bleeds into their life and they find themselves in a position they don't want to be in. They find themselves in a position they can't feel proud about, they can't brag about, because a lot of people do want to brag. They find themselves in a position to where the validation that they seek will never come to them because they don't have anything to show to receive that validation from themselves or anybody. So they become even more depressed. And then the cycle grows because now that they're more depressed, what do? They start to argue with more people in the comment section. It's the same thing as a man who's sitting down all day just watching porn. You start to dive down that rabbit hole of continuing to watch porn. That's all you're doing. You're just porn. Comments, hating, depressed, bored. When are you going to fix your shit? You are so bored that you're even more distracted than someone who's trying to do something and have to force themselves to not go down the path of being distracted. You have people that are trying to be so productive and they're trying to remove the chaos around them. They're trying to come up with ways to keep their mind focused on what's important. But then you have people that are just so bored, and instead of building, they go down that rabbit hole of commenting. It's going to be somebody comment on this video right now, and they're going to think it's funny. And then the big thing that I realize is some people say, don't take life too serious. But then when something serious happens in life, because you can never foresee it coming, you can only prepare yourself. They're not prepared because they've joked with life their whole life. They took that saying, don't take life too serious, to the point where they literally don't even know how to wipe their ass per se. They walking around they full of shit. See what I'm doing with the words there? And I'm not trying to insult. First and foremost, if you're intelligent enough, insults happen when you're face to face with people. If somebody says something that's insulting to you, change the channel. Don't come back, because nobody's gonna stop. We have our right to our own opinion, but I'm going statistics. I say this all the time. I don't have to match a face or a name. I know, because statistics show everybody ain't doing so good. But most people that are not doing good, you're bored and you're still indulging in activities that increase your depression because you're not doing anything. The best thing you can do is stay busy. You don't have to be working. You can go and enjoy, walk around the block, go outside, go work out, go for a hike, go have a conversation with somebody you don't know. Turn your phone off and go 3 houses down and have a conversation with the neighbor that's 3 houses down from you that you never spoke to a day in your life, because you're so socially awkward because you don't speak. Not only are you socially awkward, you're just awkward in general because you never step out of your comfort zone. You can't hold a conversation with a woman, with a person. Obviously, you're depressed because women don't like you. I'm talking to the fellas. But you're the same guy that's doing what? You're on the porn sites all day. You're in the comment section all day. You're hating all day. Go and build. A man who doesn't pursue anything great will be a man of extreme depression and detriment, because once he hit a certain age, it doesn't matter if you're stupid, silly, or slow. Once you hit a certain age, your brain automatically starts to reflect on life. And you'll sit there and you have so much regret. People who achieve greatness still have regrets. But their regret is often aligned with, I could have went a little harder. The person who don't do anything, once they get to that point in life, you know what they regret? They regret not doing anything. So the person who regrets, I could have went a little harder, they still sit back and say, but damn, look at what I've achieved. Look at what I'm passing down to my children. Look at what I've given to the world. The person that didn't do anything, they don't even have that to fall back on. So it's even more depression. It's even more regret. It's even more detriment. And you're going to still sit here because you made it a habit to get in the comment section and rebuttal and blah, 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 talk about nothing but bullshit, that you're going to still try to come up with an excuse. Come up with an excuse to find solutions for your problems. Come up with an excuse to get yourself out of boredom. Come up with an excuse to grind towards something. Come up with an excuse to take risks. Come up with an excuse to not bitch and complain. You're wasting time. The whole time you're sitting there complaining, you could have been coming up with a solution for your problems. You're going to always have problems. The problem is how we deal with our problems. But like you always do, like people, I was once this person, but I got out of that badass habit, and the first thing I did was remove myself from the people that was doing these things that I didn't even realize was influencing me. Instead of you coming up with a solution, you're going to sit there and you're going to say, nope, I'm stubborn. I'm stuck in my ways. I know more than you. You don't know anything. I know everything. But your results show you know absolutely nothing. Not only don't know anything, you don't know how to do anything. You don't know how to pursue anything. Because why? Don't take life so serious. You never took life serious in the first place. You took that quote and you took it so serious that you are a joke in life. You are a joke to yourself. You're a joke to everybody around you. Some people know, but because somewhere in there they're probably a joke too, they're going to just hang out with you because they can't go and involve themselves with a different crowd. That crowd that they wish they were a part of, those people don't want to be around that, because it's not that they think they're better than them. They don't practice the same thing. Their ideologies don't align. Some of us are coming from areas where we want to use it as a way to play victim. Listen, we all come from humble beginnings, at least most of us. I'm not going to say all. I take that back. Some of us come from situations that's not fortunate, but some of us try our best to get out. And we're not focused on the possibility that it won't work. We're focused on the chance that it will work. Because you could tell me a million reasons on why it's not going to work. All you need is one. Just like I can come up with a million ways on why it should work and will work. But all I need is one. That 0.01 chance of it even being a chance. I'm taking that all day long, because if I don't, I know where I'm going to be. I'm going to be in the same spot I was, and I don't want to be there. I don't want to remain there. But the first thing that I have to do is remind myself I can never go down that rabbit hole of being bored. I have nothing to offer for myself. I have nothing to give to anybody around me. I know deep down, it's in my DNA, I'm wired like this as a man that I want to have something to offer. But I'm sitting here playing boredom. I'm playing the game of bored. When, in fact, nobody wins. The only way you win if you're bored is if you are actually going down a path of success, but you're so disciplined and consistent, your routine, it works based on the results over an extended period of time. You're becoming bored with doing the same thing over and over again. And it's not necessarily the same exact thing. It's the repetition towards a goal. And when you reach that goal, you set another goal. And when you reach that goal, you set another goal. If you're bored with that system, that's a good way to be bored. But if you're sitting there bored and your life sucks, you're the person that's in the comment section. You're the person that's bitching and won't change their situation. You're coming up with an excuse to cope and sit back and blame someone when no one cares. And then you're going to say you don't care, no one cares. Yes, you do. That's why you're emotional. You need to fix your shit, man. As a man, you cannot go down the path of not being able to wipe your own ass. You clean up your own shit. You go to the restroom, you take a shit, you wipe your own ass. If you forgot the toilet paper, guess whose fault is that? It's yours. You got to figure it out. You're going to walk through the house with a mud butt and go find your roll of toilet paper. At the end of the day, it's nobody's fault but yours. We're not children. We can't move like kids. This is not the time to sit back and play child games. They say you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. As a man, you play child games, you get child prizes. What do? Children are taken care of. Children are told what to do by adults. How are you going to be an adult and sit back and let somebody else tell you what to do with your life when you're the reason why your life is where it's at, and you're the only reason where it can become better or it can be worse? But at the end of the day, you have a chance. That chance is all you need. Why not take the chance? I mean, nobody's going to do it for you. I can't do it for you. I can remind you every day you wake up, you got a fucking chance. But if you don't take that chance, then what the hell are we even talking about? Don't get in the comment section though and start bitching and crying and coming up with all these fucking narratives. And you're so smart in the comment section, but you're not smart with action in life. You talk too fucking much and you don't do anything. Talk less, do more. Somebody said that in my comment section. I will run circles around you. I can still do everything twice as better than you and still make videos and piss you off, because when you hear the truth, you get emotional instead of letting it inspire you to fix your shit. Don't ask me who am I to tell. I'm the one that was there and I got over the hump. Yes, I can pop my shit. You can too, but until then, don't allow yourself to be bored. You're too bored. You're bored. If you're bored, build. Do something. Achieve something. Set goals. I don't know. Go run around the block till you get tired and take a shower and eat you a steak and potatoes and go to sleep. That's better than sitting down all day watching porn beating your meat, right? Somebody's going to argue, nope, I got to get one out. You're so ready to bust a nut. You're so ready to get off. I'm ready to chase goals and get money. When I chase money, I'm not necessarily chasing money. I'm chasing a process to make me better. And over time, because I get better, the money flows. You got to chase something or else you'll end up chasing bullshit. You'll be that guy that jerk off 40 times a day and he's 40 years old and he's sitting back talking about, where has my life went? You've been beating your meat for the last 30 fucking years. You got to fix your shit. You're too bored. Don't go down that rabbit hole, I'm telling you. You don't like how I'm telling you? I understand. You probably ain't ready for this, but this is raw talk. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Nobody's going to get you out of that shit but you. And the longer you dig that hole, the harder it is for you to get out.